Update on the tomatoes. So they're getting a little bit leggy, so I've potted them on, but that's okay with tomatoes because they'll root from the stem. So you get a load more roots coming out, so that's not a problem if your tomatoes are leggy. There's 12 different varieties, and most of them 2 or 3's come up. I must have slipped a bit with the seeds, but there's 3 that have not come up. So let me just show you. These are stood in some water to water them. I've used my my dirty dishes. I thought I might as well utilise them before they go in the dishwasher. And if you can see, I did yesterday 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put them in with my cucumbers. Right. This is the 2 containers that had the 12 different varieties in, and if you can see this one, I've just taken 1 of these. I've still got 3, so that one came up 4, and I could have sworn I only put 2 seeds in. I've had another one pop up there since I've pricked them out. I've left this one in because I'd already got 2. So this one, and this one have not come up. Now these are the lights that I've been using for this tray, and I thought I'd give you a little tip that I've discovered. I always knew that if the tomatoes didn't get enough light, or any other plant didn't get enough light, they'd go leggy. But today I've discovered something. If you switch your lights off at night, if you leave them on the same heat and don't lower the heat, then the tomatoes will still grow as though it's the daytime and search for the light. So this makes them even leggier. Because I couldn't understand why I'd got mine under lights, but they were still going leggy. And these over this side are my aubergines and my peppers. I think there's 1 pepper come up, but my aubergines have suddenly decided to come up. I've still got a cucumber there, leaving that for a little bit longer because it's got a little friend at the side of it that might just come up. So that's a good piece of advice. So if you switch your lights off at night, lower the temperature. If you can't do it by like your heat tray doesn't turn down, and as long as you're not in too cold a place, switch your heater off. So this conservatory gets quite cold at night because we don't have the heating on, but it's still been too much with this heat tray. So perhaps I ought to have switched the heat tray off at night when I switch the lights off, or leave the lights on all night. Right, I went to investigate and find my seeds for the ones that hadn't come up. So I've replaced the seeds that haven't come up with some new ones, but I've discovered that the 3 that haven't come up are from the same company, and it's this one, Plant World Seeds. Anything from any of the other companies that have come up, they've sprouted. If I put 2 seeds in, 2 seeds have come up, but from this company doesn't seem to be quite as good. So that's a thought for next year when buying seeds. So I've just counted. I had 5 packs of tomato seeds from this company, and 3 out of the 5 packs, nothing's come up out of the first lot of seeds. So that is saying something compared to the others, isn't it? So, I mean, it could just be a coincidence, because sometimes you do get a few bad seeds in a bag, and I might have just picked up the wrong seeds, the ones that weren't quite so viable. But again, I think next year perhaps we won't go with Plant World seeds.